Thanks for your consideration of the views expressed in this ThinkTech commentary, which we are calling, The Problems of Getting Away. When the Nazis were sweeping over Europe, some people saw it coming, and they were able to get away. Others didn't see it coming, and didn't or couldn't do anything to get away, and in fact 3/4 of the Jews in Europe were killed in the Holocaust. So we should examine the factors that saved them. The first is that you had to see it coming, and you had to have the resolve and a plan to leave. You had to have the resources, a family that agreed, and you'd have to be strong and healthy enough to travel. Some relatives or friends in the destination country would also help. The reality is that Trump, the likely Republican candidate, may somehow be able to avoid or minimize all his indictments and trials, and get to be president again. We all know what he will do if he gets back into office. We know that he will create chaos, violence, and utter madness in our country, and that he will destroy our institutions, our rule of law, and our civil liberties. It won't be pretty. He will attack and undermine the media, the justice system, and the Constitution in general. He will make himself an autocrat in every way. He will corrupt and weaponize the military, the FBI, and the IRS, and no one who criticizes him will be safe from his retribution and wrath. He will rule absolutely, and the country as we have known it will be no more. Our daily lives and quality of life, our personal security, our health, our economy, our educational system, and our civil society in general will undergo profound and breathtaking changes. Our allies, alliances, and trading partners, and for that matter the global world order, will also undergo profound and breathtaking changes, but it will be way too late for us to do anything about it. At home, we can expect Trump's unbridled racism, anger, hate, bigotry, and scapegoating, and his calls for violence in the streets and against his critics. If we are at the wrong end of these things, we will really have to think about getting away, just as people did in the 1930s. We will have to think of the factors they had to consider then. Even now, the choices of emigration are limited, but should Trump become president, those choices will be even more challenging. Where could you go? You will have to have a plan, the will and determination, the physical strength, the flexibility and travel savvy, the money and resources, the friends and relatives elsewhere, to move and reorganize your life somewhere else. Will your plan work? Will your destination accept you? Or will you have to return, and give the whole thing up? In a world of autocratic powers, the possibilities are fraught, and the risks are formidable. In any event, you and your family will suffer the loss of your earlier life and community, and of course the protections and opportunities you have had in this country. Should we see it coming? Is it time to make a plan? As we get closer to next November, we should all be following the action, and we should be evaluating the sea changes and the applicability of these same factors. Maybe it's too early to do anything right now, but that is not to say that we should not be concerned and watchful. If Trump wins, there will be many people trying to do this. Of course, Trump could lose, and things may be fine. We certainly hope so. But if he somehow gets to be president again, we may find ourselves in a dangerous national transition, and it may then be a matter of planning and survival, just as it was a century ago. Thanks for your consideration of the views expressed in this ThinkTech commentary, which we are calling, The Problems of Getting Away.